Tesla owners love saying their cars need almost no maintenance. And to be fair, compared to gas cars, that's mostly true. No oil changes, fewer moving parts, fewer trips to the shop. But here is what does not get talked about enough. The Teslas that make it past 200,000 miles without major issues are not the ones that skip maintenance. They are the ones where the owner knows exactly what to check before problems start. Today, I'm going to walk you through 6 maintenance mistakes that quietly destroy Teslas after the warranty runs out, and how to avoid every one of them. Let us start with the one that strands more Tesla owners than anything else. Number 1. The small battery that can shut down your entire car. Every Tesla has a 12-volt battery, and most people don't think twice about it. But this little battery powers the locks, the touch screen, the computers, and most importantly, the system that connects the main battery to the car. When it fails, the car doesn't just struggle to start. It completely shuts down. You can't open the doors electronically. You can't charge it. In some cases, you can't even access the front trunk where the battery sits. I came across a case on a Tesla forum where an owner got stuck in a grocery store parking lot. The TOW alone cost him $1,200. The battery itself cost about $150. If your Tesla was built before late 2021, it likely uses a traditional lead-acid battery. These typically last about 3 to 5 years. In hotter climates, sometimes less. The fix is simple. Replace it proactively around the 3-year mark. Don't wait for a warning message, because sometimes there isn't one. If you ever do get stuck, there is a manual release behind the front tow hook cover that lets you pop the trunk and jump the system. Most owners don't even know it is there. Now that is a failure you can solve with a couple $100. The next one costs nothing, but most people still get it wrong. Number 2. The range loss that isn't real. If you've owned a Tesla for a while, you've probably noticed the estimated range slowly dropping. Maybe 15 to 20 miles less than when you bought it. Most people assume the battery is degrading. In many cases, it's not. What's actually happening is the battery management system losing calibration. It estimates range based on voltage readings, and it needs data from different charge levels to stay accurate. If you always charge to 80% and plug in every night, the system never sees the full picture. The fix is straightforward. Let the battery drop below 10%. Let the car sit for a couple of hours so it fully powers down, then charge to 100% and leave it plugged in for a bit after it finishes. Owners have reported gaining back 10 to 20 miles of displayed range just from doing this once. If you have a newer standard range Tesla with an LFP battery, it's even simpler. Charge it to 100% regularly. That's what the battery is designed for. It's one of those things where doing less actually gives you worse results. Now, the next issue is one that doesn't show up until it's already expensive. Number 3. Water getting into places it shouldn't. This one does not sound serious until you see the damage. Early Model 3 vehicles and some Model Y vehicles have known issues with water leaks around the trunk and drainage systems. We are not talking about a few drops. Some owners have reported standing water under the trunk carpet after heavy rain. That leads to mold, electrical problems, and in some cases, damaged wiring harnesses. There are 3 main areas to check: the trunk seals, the sunroof drains if your car has one, and the air conditioning drain underneath the car. Cleaning these takes maybe 10 to 15 minutes, a couple of times a year. A small amount of debris is enough to block a drain and send water into the cabin. It is one of those problems that builds slowly and then hits all at once. And speaking of the AIR conditioning system, the next item is something most owners have never even heard of. Number 4. the component inside your cooling system that can lead to a $6,000 repair. Inside Tesla's cooling system is a small moisture-absorbing component. Over time, it breaks down. When it does, particles can circulate through the system and damage the compressor and other components. This system is not just for cabin comfort. It cools the battery, the motors, and the electronics. It runs constantly, especially during charging. Preventive replacement typically costs a few $100s depending on the model. But if it fails and takes the system with it, you are looking at several $1,000s in repairs. This is not something most owners think about because Tesla does not emphasize it. Independent technicians bring it up often, especially on older vehicles. If your Tesla is 5 or 6 years old, it is worth asking about during service. Number 5. The fluid Tesla says you never need to change. Tesla does not recommend changing the gear oil in the drive unit. They call it a lifetime fluid. Independent electric vehicle specialists tell a different story. Inside the drive unit, gears and bearings spin at extremely high speeds, up to 20,000 revolutions per minute. That creates heat and wear over time. Shops that work on Teslas often recommend changing that fluid every 50,000 miles. It is not expensive, usually a few $100s. But if the drive unit fails, you are looking at anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 for a replacement. One early warning sign is a faint whining or grinding noise from underneath the car, especially at low speeds. If you catch it early, repairs are manageable. If you ignore it, the entire unit can fail. This is one of those areas where Tesla's official stance and real-world experience do not always line up. Now, the next one catches people off guard because they assume regenerative braking handles everything. Number 6. The brake system that gets ignored. Yes, Teslas use regenerative braking. And yes, your brake pads can last a very long time. But the brake fluid is a different story. Brake fluid absorbs moisture over time, whether you drive the car or not. That moisture lowers its effectiveness and can cause corrosion inside the system. Tesla recommends testing the brake fluid every few years. Many independent mechanics suggest replacing the brake fluid every 2 years, especially in humid climates. It is not an expensive service, but ignoring it can lead to reduced braking performance when you need it most. There is another issue. Because the brakes are used less, the rotors can develop surface rust. Tesla recommends occasionally using the brakes firmly during normal driving to keep them clean. It sounds simple, but a lot of owners never think about it. And finally, the one that tends to show up right after warranty expires. Number 7. Suspension wear from weight and instant torque. Teslas are heavy. A Model Y weighs over 2 tons, and instant torque at every stoplight puts a lot of stress on suspension components. Control arms, bushings, and ball joints tend to wear faster than many people expect, especially on earlier Model 3 and Model Y builds. The first sign is usually a creaking noise when turning at low speeds, like in a parking lot. Fixing it early might cost a few $100s. Waiting too long can turn into a much larger repair. I have seen cases where owners ignored small noises and ended up replacing multiple suspension components at once. The difference between a smooth, quiet Tesla and one that feels worn out often comes down to catching these things early. The bottom line is simple. Electric cars do not eliminate maintenance. They just change where the maintenance happens. If you stay ahead of these 6 areas, you're looking at a car that can run well past 200,000 miles without major issues. Ignore them, and the costs stack up fast once the warranty is gone. So here is my question for you. What is the one maintenance item you've been putting off on your Tesla? Let me know in the comments.